Hi there, I'm Christy, and welcome into my home. So we are sitting in my workroom, and it still looks a disaster, although the pile of clothes that I had to photograph and list has gone down by about 50%. So we're making a little bit of headway, but yeah, it's still pretty messy in here. I'm on a journey to try to get this room cleaned up and get it organized and get it sorted and hopefully make some sales on my online stores. Some of the stuff that I really enjoy selling is vintage items. I don't know what it is about the old and crusty and rusty and decrepit that really attracts my attention. I remember being a little girl and loving to dig through the old, the rusty stuff, anything that was covered in dirt that looked like junk. I don't know, it just always caught my eye, and I always thought I would find some sort of hidden treasure in there. And that's been an ongoing issue with me, I think. I would go to thrift stores or garage sales and just want to dig through the stuff that maybe just look like trash, but I always had an eye for finding things that may be worth something that maybe other people didn't see the value in or the beauty in. Something else I always keep an eye out for are dishes like this. This is actually a glass pitcher and it's called milk glass. There are cake stands and cups and dishes like plates and bowls. There are all kinds of milk glass, and a lot of it is very collectible. Some is made, of course, of higher quality and can be a lot more expensive than others, but they sell pretty good, and I love finding this kind of stuff. I'm always on the hunt for that unusual piece. I also love to pick up things that are what they call mid-century modern or retro. So back like in the 60s and the 70s and things, those are the things that I love to pick up. I happened to find this Lazy Susan. It actually has the thing that spins around, and so you can set this down on your table and you can put your salt and pepper shaker, your creamer, or you could even set it on a vanity if you wanted to, put some perfumes on it or some makeup. And these are pretty neat. I had a lady look at this and say that she thought it was back from the 60s, the way that this was made. She remembers having one in her home when she was younger, and that was back in the 1960s. I just think it's beautiful. It has flowers on the inside, it has some wood, and then it's covered in resin, so it's pretty neat. I like it. Recently I found these two vases, and this one's pretty tall, and it's a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see the color, but it's sort of a teal turquoisey blue, and you see how it has this little point at the top. So these are swung glass vases, and normally they're handmade, but they are just beautiful and they're very collectible items. This is the kind of stuff that I love picking up. I actually found these two vases at an estate sale this last summer, and I got a whole bunch of stuff for like $10. So I don't think I have maybe $1 into each one of these vases. So let me give you some examples of some of the stuff that I've bought that's used and have resold for a little bit of profit. So speaking of milk glass, I actually bought this cake stand, and it's called Silver Crest because it has this beautiful clear glass around the edges. And I bought this one at the Goodwill for $4, and I sold it for $42. So sometimes I come across items that I like to save to put together into a lot, and in this particular case that's what I did. I found a few of these toys at a garage sale and I paid 25 cents a piece for them, and then 2 or 3 of them I ended up getting at the thrift store for a couple of dollars. So all in all, I've got $10 invested into this lot. This is Rainbow Bright. There were 8 different toys in here, and it took me so long to try to figure out how to take a picture of them all. And once I listed they probably sold in like 10 minutes, and they sold for $75.99. It took me a lot longer to take the pictures and list them and look for comps than it did to sell. Most likely, I probably could have made a little more money off of this lot, but again, I've only spent $10 in collecting these, and they sold pretty quickly, so I'm happy with that. So those are just a couple of examples of the things that I look for and like to purchase and make a little bit of money off of. Lately, it seems like once I clear a space, I fill it right back up. So I'm trying really hard to not do that. I haven't been sourcing in a little while because I have a lot of things already that I need to list. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day to see how things work. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And hey, like and subscribe to follow my journey to see just what kind of disaster I can make after I get this room cleaned up. Don't forget to always walk in the color of your favorite sunshine. No, that's not how it goes. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I've had a lot of fun. I hope that you have too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow my journey and always walk in your favorite color of sunshine.